Good morning, wine friends, from Tirana, Albania. I have for you today a grape that is native to Albania. This winery, Chobo, is one of the few Albanian wineries, and it's, I guess, well known. See, Albania is doing this thing where on their tourist sites they try to say Albania has been growing wine for 6,000 years. You know, it's one of the homes of wine. But it's pretty difficult to find any Albanian-grown wine in the stores. Most of the wines are wines from Italy, you know, across the sea. And for trying to promote their own wines, I don't think they're doing the right thing, because they're expensive, especially when you consider the average Albanian's income. You'd think that you'd have some locally grown wines that should be more affordable than the wines that are imported from Italy, but not the case. Anyway, this one, the Shesh, was about $12. And for Albania, that's pretty expensive. And this was one of the cheaper ones. The cheapest one they had was a white wine that was about $7. And the most expensive ones they had were $28. I don't know if Albania should be charging $28 for any wines. I could not find any reviews about wines grown here that said that they were exceptional or anything. So this is a Shesh, which is apparently a very dark grape. It has some English here, and the English says, "Genetical studies confirm Albanian native grape is Cabernet's father." So, at least it's not corked. Chobo Shesh Easy. What does it smell like? It smells a bit like a Chinese wine, like chemicals. Yeah, it smells like chemicals. I don't know if it needs to breathe. It is from 2016, so it's been sitting there for 5 years. Let's see. Okay, the taste is not bad. The smell is not so great. And it's not really a dark grape. And it's not a Cabernet at all. It tastes more like a Chianti. Yeah, it's kind of dry. It has a lot of heat to it. Not a lot of taste, a lot of heat. And it's kind of sour. Nothing really to it. It's not a great sitting and drinking wine. Might be okay with food. It's kind of dry, kind of chalky. Albanian wine. I know that a lot of the vineyards sort of went away during the whole fascist period, and they're starting to make a comeback, but still got a ways to go. I can see why there's a lot more Italian wine in the stores than Albanian wine, especially with the price that you pay for this stuff. It's not worth it. But hey, that's why I do this, so that you don't have to. Good afternoon, wine friends. I'm still in Albania. It's the first sunny day that I've had since I got here. And I have another wine, because that's what I do. This wine here, as I mentioned in the last video, Albanian-grown wine seems to be something more aimed at tourists than local people. But there was this one at the supermarket that I found, and it's a blend of grapes that grow here in Albania, but are not exclusive to Albania. And this one cost about $7. So I think if there's an Albanian wine that Albanians drink, like regular Albanians, not rich Albanians, it would be this one. The winery is Elba. It's in central Albania, and this is a Kavaljank. However you say the LJ sound in this language. It is a blend of Sangiovese, Montepulciano, and Merlot. It's aged for only 6 months. It's from 2019. Let's see what a $7 wine tastes like in Albania. Cock. Mother fucking. You know, when they have these things on the wine bottle, I appreciate when they're made out of some metal thing and not plastic, because when they're made of plastic, sometimes they're a bitch to get off, such as in this case. God. Motherfucker. Let's finally get into the bottle. Smells sour. Looks pretty thin. It's 13%, so pretty average. Yeah, it kind of smells. Oh, what is that smell? Something from my childhood. Like a mix of Concord grape juice and bubblegum. That I don't think they make it anymore. It used to come in these pouches. There'd be these little strips of bubblegum. It had like baseball players on the front, and it was meant to be like chewing tobacco, I guess. But it was, you know, for kids, and you'd stick it in your mouth. That came in grape flavor. That kind of smells like. This wine does that thing where it all gets right on the center of your tongue and makes the center of your tongue pucker up because it's really sour. Like sour and dry. I mean, I can taste the various grapes in it. It's not terrible. It's probably the equivalent of what you pay $3 for in the United States, maybe $4 at Trader Joe's. Yeah. So another Albanian wine that's not worth the price, especially compared to the price of other everyday things here in this country. Yeah, not worth it. Good afternoon, wine friends. I had to wait a moment because neighbors were having very loud sex. I am here with the last of the Albanian wines that I'll be drinking before I go to Turkey. Today I have winery that I had heard about when I was researching wine in Albania, Arbury. I learned that this E with the 2 dots is like a sound in Albanian, so in a previous video I pronounced something wrong. And the wine is the Comet. It's a grape that grows here in Albania natively, and this is just a single grape wine. There's a bit of English on this one, and it says it is grown high in the hills of Bukmira. It has a reputation for its high quality. Okay. It has a sweet perfume of wine. Okay, let's see. It is 13%. It's a 2018. The cost at the store was about $10. Will this one surprise me? Let's see. Oh, it will not. I mean, nice label though. It's got a nice label. It tastes like a $3 chuck, like a sour red grape thing. Kind of chalky and kind of dry. So all 3 of the Albanian wines that I've tried are like chalky and sour, and they kind of make your tongue pucker up in the middle. They're not good. They're really not worth $10 or $13 a bottle. Oh well, keep trying, Albania.